This video will more thoroughly review the history page for Mitratech admins and Mitratech support users. To get to this page, you'll click on Admin and then you'll go to the History. Once the page loads, you can use this for troubleshooting. So let's start by looking for a matter. So in order to look for the matter, you would choose the category Project and you would enter the office name. Here we've entered Morgan, Lewis, and Bacchius LLP. You can see in the events history, the results here, that there was a project assigned by Takeda Pharmaceuticals, and here there is one assigned by Ford Motor Company. The events page will also show if a project was unassigned or a matter was unassigned, and it will have a date and timestamp. Another thing that you can search for is the invoice history. So here we're going to choose the category Invoice History, and we've selected the office name. Make sure that the client name is blank here, because if you enter a client name, you will not get any results. Events here are shown for invoices that are created manually, invoices that are uploaded from a file name, the client retrieved invoice for processing, the invoice is rejected, and the invoice is approved. We'll just wait for another moment and then we'll see the results. Here you can see the invoice was rejected, this one was approved, and this one was uploaded. We can also see that the client retrieved this invoice. Another useful search is the timekeeper. So you can see here we're going to choose the category timekeeper. You can choose to select the client's name or you can leave that blank, and then you can choose the office. So here you can see that a special timekeeper, Linda Rivera, was assigned to Teva and affiliates by this particular user. And so this will show you an event history of when the timekeepers were assigned. Another useful search is the client office category. So here you would choose the client office. You can choose the client's name optionally, and you can choose the office name optionally. So here we can see that there was a notification to set up Charles Schwab and Morgan Lewis Bacchius. That was on January 6th. And you can see that the office association was created here on January 5th. Another useful search is to review the leads errors. So if you choose the category Any, and instead you look up the type error, you can see a list of file errors. Now, you won't be able to see the invoice number, but this could be useful if you're on the phone, for example, with somebody and they're trying to read you the message and you're not quite sure what they're saying. So you could come here and you could look up what the file error is. Additionally, you can also search for warnings by choosing the type warning. Again, make sure that the category is not selected on this particular search. All right, let's look at another search, and that's the user search. So users must be searched for by the firm name. So let's enter a firm name here. Let's see. Let me try. No, let's try this. Okay, so here we've selected the category user, and here we would choose the firm name. You won't be able to enter the office name because there's no more office admins or office users. There's only firm admins and firm users. So here you can see who logged in. It looks like their e-billing hub user logged in several times. All right, and then last but not least, let's also check for the client. So the client is able to be searched here. This would be useful if you're trying to see if somebody is connecting to Collaborati or if maybe they've stopped the sync. Now it won't tell you if the CSM sync has completed, but it will tell you if they're trying to complete. So here you can see that American Electric Power and the client attempted to connect around 5:30 p.m. on January 13th. And then previous to that, they tried to connect at 5:04 p.m. and that was also on January 13th. So here you can see that they're trying to connect. So that's an overview of the ways that you can use the history to troubleshoot.